Good evening and welcome to the Financial Week. I'm Javon Keys. Managed security services provider Simply Secure Limited is looking to take a majority stake in junior market information technology IT services provider TTEC. The company has also announced management changes after the deal was disclosed. TTEC says Simply Secure Limited, with its parent Simply Secure LLC based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, now holds 49.1% of TTEC's issued shares. Simply Secure Limited is owned by Kevin Gordon and Rob Mayo Smith. The company bought the TTEC shares from two major shareholders, current chairman Edward Teddy Alexander and former CEO Christopher Record. Simply Secure now owns just over 52 million TTEC shares, and the company says it plans to take controlling interest in the local IT firm. TTEC has 106 million issued shares, valued at $2.50 at the close of trading on Friday. At today's rate, the transaction is valued at more than $130 million. TTEC says once Simply Secure gets a controlling interest, it will extend an offer to the remaining TTEC shareholders for the purchase of their shares. The notice says this is dependent on the required due diligence being done, along with regulatory approval. As the acquisition is beyond 20% of TTEC's issued and outstanding ordinary shares, it says the JSE and the Financial Services Commission FSC have been notified. Since the announcement Thursday evening, Mr. Kevin Gordon and Rob Mayo Smith have been appointed to TTEC's board. Mr. Norman Chen resigned as the company's CEO and has been replaced by Mr. Gordon. TTEC listed on the junior market of the Jamaica Stock Exchange in January 2016. The government says an assessment will be done to measure the dent to productivity as a result of Hurricane Beryl. Responding to questions from our news center at this week's post-cabinet press briefing, local government minister Desmond McKenzie says the economic analysis is being coordinated.
That assessment will be done with the RPM working with the PIOJ, because the PIOJ is the entity that does that overall national assessment on the effects of the disaster. And they have already started using their systems to put that in place. And once that is done, the PIOJ will make that presentation to government.
Now, a number of businesses are still reeling from the hurricane's impact. Apart from the lost hours for work and downtime, some businesses faced infrastructure damage along with damage to goods linked to rain and wind impact or loss of power from the electricity grid. As a result of Hurricane Ivan in 2004, total losses were to the tune of $575 million. 38% of that was linked to a decline in economic activity from September 2004 to as far as 3 years after the system. Now to today's tradings. Foreign exchange trading ended today with banks and cambios selling the American dollar for an average $157.62. The Canadian is going for $115.66. $203.58 is the average value of the pound, while the euro is going for $173.12. To the stock market, the JSE index declined by 676 points, while the junior market index fell by 35 points. Among the 34 winners were MPC Caribbean Clean Energy. MPC Caribbean Clean Energy US dollar shares was next. TTEC, First Rock Real Estate Investments US dollar shares, and JMB Group 7.15% cumulative redeemable preference shares. Now to the losers, there were 45 of them today, and they included Sagicor Select Funds, Manufacturing and Distribution, Diamond Trading Company, Epley Caribbean Property Fund, SCC, Lasco Financial Services, and Innovative Energy Group. 18 stocks traded firm. And that's the Financial Week. I'm Javon Keys. Good evening.